Where does design come from? I mentioned in an earlier Ask RC that there is a typical standard form for arguments for God's existence, in that we look at something and we say, well, where did this come from? And that something could be the created order, or as we looked at last time, the very sense of longing that we have. And today we ask about design. We know, in fact, if you listen to those who were most zealous and committed to a closed system, a denial of intentional design, you'll hear them talking about design as if it's real, as if it actually happens. The universe did this. The universe created that. The universe this and that, as if it were intentional. Well, the reality is we know that randomness has no power to do anything, and B, if it did, all that it would do would be destructive. And one of the ways we see that, even from the minds of scientists, is the emphasis in the last 50 years or so on what we might call chaos theory, or another way of describing a similar thought is the butterfly effect. There's a wonderful scene in the original Jurassic Park movie where Jeff Goldblum, by the way, a native of Pittsburgh, Jeff Goldblum explains how, in a sense, tinkering with nature will bring unintended consequences. He gives this foreshadowing, forewarning of what is to come, and does a great job of it. Well, that's real. That's true, in the sense that change doesn't lead to improvement. The whole of Darwinism is built on the premise that random mutations can create beneficial circumstances, which creates the survival of the fittest. What it can't do is describe what is the best thing to survive. That is the only way they define best is fittest. It's a circle. What should survive? The fittest should survive. What is the fittest? That which survives. So that when the world comes to a virtual end and all that we have left is cockroaches, well, the Darwinist has to say, well, good, excellent. That's what should have happened. The cockroaches can survive nuclear war, and they're the best. They're best suited to continue on. So there you have it. Well, the reality is the universe exhibits design. One of the ways that more lately we have seen this defended is not only by the scholars who promote what is called intelligent design, but specifically through what is known as irreducible complexity. I'm no scientist, I'm no expert on this stuff, but let me see if I can give you a shorthand summary of what this is saying. It's saying that the idea that maybe a random mutation can give one kind of snake a little bit of a beginning of something that will become like an eye. And then the next random change is supposed to make it better. And the next random change better. But the trouble is, partial changes, a partial eye, is more prone to be a problem than a solution. A appendage that doesn't see, but that is preparing the way for sight, is damaging to the survival of the species. Now, this is a very short 5-minute attempt at dealing with these things, but at the end of the day, the truth is, of course the world has design. That's why science even exists. There are patterns to be studied. The early scientists were designed to desire to seek God's thoughts after him, to look at the ordered universe and learn about God and how he ordered the universe. If there is no design, then everything is random. And if everything is random, then we can't know anything. Knowledge, by the way, which is the same word for science, knowledge happens because of continuity, design, intent.